If you are new to Counter-Strike, you may be struggling to understand the core mechanics and strategies of the game. You may have been flamed by your teammates for looking like a complete noob, but today I'm here to make sure that you are limiting your rookie mistakes. We will cover the 5 most common mistakes I see new players making, and I will teach you what you need to do in order to develop the skills of a Counter-Strike 2 pro. But first, let me tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Clash.gg, a Counter-Strike 2 Gambo website that has a massive variety of game modes to play. My favorite is case battles. You can battle with your friends and compete for your dream inventory. They also have so many different deposit methods like Counter-Strike 2 skins and crypto. There are endless features on the site like rakeback, daily cases, and rain every 30 minutes. And the best part is, they even give you a 5% deposit bonus when you use the code CoJo. Using my code would help me out so much and allow me to keep making quality videos. So thank you again to Clash for this opportunity. Make sure you're above the legal age in your country to use this site. Okay, so the first mistake that I see new players making in this game and absolutely screams to your teammates and the other team that you don't know what you're doing is your crosshair placement is awful. And what I mean by this is players are literally aiming at the ground, they're being little feet shooters, or they're aiming in the sky, right? And in the moment, you don't realize this because your eyes are not focused on where your crosshair is. You're looking at the map and you don't know what's going on. But you literally look so bad because you're running in like this. And, it's just like when your teammates are watching this, they're like, what is this guy doing? And even like what's more common is I see people running in looking at the ground, and which makes sense because your eyes are trying to look at your field of vision and you don't realize that you're running in like this. But what is that going to do? Why is this so bad? Because your crosshair's on the ground, and if there is an enemy, say triple box right here standing like this waiting for you, you're running in like this, you're going to have to adjust your crosshair and try to shoot him, right? And this is really bad. Instead, what you should be doing is keeping your crosshair at a head or chest level no matter where you are on the map, and always just think, where can they be? Where can my opponent be? And always pre-aim your crosshair there, right? So as I'm coming out here, I'm clearing him like that and I don't have to move my crosshair. If me not having to move my crosshair is going to make it so that I can get the chance to instantly kill my opponent, right? I can instantly shoot him and not have to worry about me adjusting and thinking about that in the middle of the fight. The less thinking you have to do, the better it will be. So how do we develop this crosshair placement? Because it's easier said than done. One, you need to learn the map, right? You need to learn the maps and understand where enemies can be. But even if you do not know the map, what you can do is always focus on having your crosshair at a level where if that enemy swings into you, you're not going to shoot their feet, right? This can be done because a lot of you are just running around the whole entire map like this, regardless if you know it or not. So run around the map, but raise your crosshair up, man. Raise your crosshair to where you think they're going to swing, right? And at first you're going to be bad at it, right? You're not going to be the best, but the more you build onto this, the better you'll become. Okay, let's talk about mistake number 2, and that is buying every single round. A lot of you think that you should just be buying the best gun you can every single round, because it's going to give you the biggest chance to get a kill in the round. But Counter-Strike is more complex than that, and you're disrespecting the game by playing like that, and you're making it really hard for your teammates to play around you. Counter-Strike's unique because it has an economy inside of the round and inside of the game, and it's so important that you're able to manage that, because when you're losing rounds, you're going to get less reward and less money to buy into the next. So that means sometimes you need to save, right? And what saving means is maybe you get a Kevlar vest or a pistol, but you're not spending all of your money on a gun, right? This is because we can then get a buy in the next round where we get full AK, full M4, whatever we're buying, we get everything we need and can have a chance to win it versus having to force buy an SMG or a shotgun and armor and fight people that have full money, right? That are swinging you with ops and AKs. So you're losing a lot of games and a lot of rounds because you're forcing it into a buy every single time. We need to buy, we need to buy, we need to buy. No, if you don't have the money, then don't buy. I'd say if you have $2,000 or $1,900 or anywhere in that range to $3,000, just save so that you can afford that M4 armor. Save so you can get that AK armor. Sometimes you do have to force fight if you have like $1,450 or $1,500, right? You're gonna have to force buy because you're gonna have to double save anyways. But just regardless of that, keep in your mind that, should I buy here? Can I get AK armor or should I save, right? And it's going to be very important. So mistake number 3 that I see every new player making is feeling the need to reload after shooting like 3 or 4 bullets, right? So essentially they'll take a fight and maybe they'll kill somebody. Boom, we killed somebody. You don't need to reload every single time you get a kill. So if you look at the bottom right, I have 22 bullets left. And in most situations, if I'm in the heat of a battle, in a fight, and I could be swung from different angles, do not reload. Keep that 22 bullets and keep looking for kills, or keep doing this until we can back off into a safe place that we control, right? So if my teammate controls mid and connector here, I can then reload here if I feel the need to. But I would recommend not reloading until you get under 15 bullets, right? Once you get around like 15, 14, then you can start feeling the pressure to reload. But even then, I would just keep fighting, because guys, all it takes is a few bullets to kill your opponent. And the worst feeling in the world is to be swung while reloading. So just keep that in mind. And also, when you are reloading, like I said, make sure you are behind cover. Too many players are just in the middle of the open reloading. You're just giving yourself no chance. Give yourself a chance to win the round. And instead of making the mistake of reloading too much, I'd rather see you making the mistake of not reloading enough and being confident in yourself to get the frags. Alright guys, bonus mistake here. One of the biggest problems I see people making is not joining my Discord. My Discord is a community where you can get personal feedback from me and other people trying to get better at this game, and it is a very positive environment where you can grow and learn as a player. But let's move on to the real mistakes now. So mistake number 4 that people are making is they are way too loud. You guys are stomping around the map, and any experienced player is able to hear where you are running and what you're doing. Guys, keep in mind, when you're knifing walls, people can hear that. When you're running around, people can hear that. When you're jumping, making noise, people can hear that. And good players are going to use that to their advantage and use the information that you're giving them to outplay you. If you ever are like, man, this guy's pre-firing me, this guy's really good, it's because you're giving him a chance. He's not cheating necessarily. Take this for example. If you're swinging catwalk here and you're running up like this, they're going to be able to hear your footsteps, and they can be ready to pre-fire you if they're a good player. As soon as they hear you about to come around the corner, boom, you're dead. You don't even get a chance. And then from your end, you're like, this guy's cheating. How did he hit me so fast? Because you're telling him, this guy's cheating. How did he know I was in window? Because you jumped in there. Because you're reloading. Be more quiet. Be more stealthy. And just keep in mind that everything you're doing, they're able to hear, right? Keep that in mind and improve that for your next matches. Moving on to the last mistake I see new players making is poor positioning. And now what I want to talk about specifically is angle management. You guys are exposing yourselves to way too many angles. When you're playing A-Site Mirage, for example, I see a lot of you just chilling out here like this. Think about this. Think about how bad this is and why it's so easy for better players like myself or other people to frag you, to do better than you. Let's think about all the angles you're exposed to. 1, 2, 3, if the T's have mid control. They can literally swing you from any of these angles and absolutely destroy you. That is why you'll see really good players sliding into places where they can only be swung from one angle, right? So when they're sitting here, they can only be swung from Palace without the T's having to come all the way out here, right? If they're close ramp like this, they can only be swung from ramp. So you just always need to keep in mind, where can the other team peek me from, and how can I limit it so that I'm ready for the least amount of angles as possible? Because the more you have to worry about, the farther your crosshair is from that, right? You might be hardcore pre-aiming ramp and he comes out Palace and you have to hit a nasty flick. And 1, you're already not a good player, right? You're still developing your skills. It's going to be a hard shot to hit. And 2, nobody wants to be able to do that, right? Instead, I'd rather be just holding Palace from triple here, or just holding ramp from triple like this, right? Always do this. Always keep in mind, am I only limiting myself to a few amount of angles? But, you know, once you get that figured out, you guys will be good. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you learned a lot. These are mistakes that new players are making, but I even see high tier players making these mistakes. It's something that we can all improve and get better at. Make sure you guys check out the rest of my videos on my channel. This page is dedicated to teaching you how to become a better CS2 player, and there is endless content on how to do that. Trust me, I wish that I had these videos when I was a new player to this game, because I would have been able to grow so much faster. So truly guys, let me know any comments you have, any questions, any concerns, and I will be able to help you out. Thank you again. Let's keep growing, and let's try to hit 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's crazy. That's crazy.